done.
What are you talking?
Check the link in your bio. You can thank me later.
If you bought that action about to bring this what it is. You ain't got no hip. Imagine when these girls, man. Bro, you gotta control these niggas' stuff.
Yo, that's crazy. Bro, what the f?
You let them win.
You let them win. Now you better sue the shit out of somebody.
I am
You
disappointed.
tripping, bro.
38 comments here. Not showing your point. Everyone. You're trying to prove by doing this, you're only hurting yourself.
Pack it up, Johnny. Pack it up.
You seem upset.
I'm gonna ask you this one time. Where are my videos? Yo, peace and love. Hey, I figured it's time that I speak on why the videos have been deleted and talk on the videos like the Lucidity videos I put out with my guy Cipher, and the different characters I had to actually show you guys what I was working on and just visually let you guys know what I was going through without actually saying it. I was doing it in an artistic form. When I first deleted it, I figured that had to be a move. I had to do it that way to get everybody's attention. Because leading up to that, I was trying my hardest to make sure I can grow the culture in a certain way. And I wanted to put it in the art. At the same time, me doing that, I was like losing so much around me. I think I was going through a whole divorce at the time. I had just lost my brother. I had lost my friend Rich, and I had lost a daughter too. So all this was happening while I was like still trying to heal and try to just maintain, right? But things was getting tough. Like I remember at one point, like when it came like financially wise, well, YouTube wasn't paying me that much, and at some point I was like getting bitter. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing this the way that others are doing it, and I felt like I was putting in more work than others and just doing it the right way, genuinely and authentically. And I had to think to myself, like, yo, you're angry because you're comparing yourself to others and you don't need to move that way. So as I remove from thinking like that, I'm like, all right, let me just try some different things to try to just make some money from this while I'm doing it to still be able to do it, because how I move, I want to make sure that the people that I am involving myself with, I want to make sure that they were able to make something from this too, that they can do something that they love for the rest of their life, basically, and just make some money from riding bikes, basically. So I always try to move in that way. Anybody that work with me, they know how I move, they know how I operate. But as time went on, I was like, all right, maybe I can just do like a Patreon type thing. If I can start like a subscription and just put that out there and try to stay consistent with this, but also get the help from the community. Like, yo, if you guys believe in me, like I believe in me, donate like $5 a month, $10 a month, $15 a month, and I would have like different tiers offering like certain packages while I'm working on the movies, like Friday Nights with Banshee Will, the Banshee heavyweight Banshee battle, MLK 2019. I was like, all right, let me move a little different. So I try to move that way, right? Once I went that route, I had like backlash from certain people in the community. Like, we not paying for this. Like, it's this free. Like, he gave us free work for years. Why we got to pay for this now? And my ego started kicking up. Like, what you mean? Like, I bust my ass doing this. Like, I put my all into this craft, and I'm growing it in a way where it's genuine, it's authentic. And I started taking that to heart. I'm like, bro, like what? So I know now, looking back at it, I was taking that to heart more because of all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. Even dealing with betrayal inside the culture, like working with a few people in the culture and certain things didn't work out, I felt betrayed. And I'm like, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and for you guys to do this to me, it's like a smack in the face. So when all this stuff was happening, it became like a snowball effect. I'm like, man, these people don't appreciate what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, and the effect that I have on this culture. They don't understand. I say you've been so humble for so long, you might have to take things away for people to really get what you're doing. But that wasn't the motive though. Because when I thought like that, I had to decipher like really what to do in that moment. And that's when Cipher came about. I wrote Cipher in my backyard at the time. And I was trying to figure out like really what to do. And Cipher was actually, I felt like it was my other conscience. And I needed Cipher because he's made to help me challenge and decipher what decisions to make. But he will always talk about the things that are actually going on within me. But I would take it to heart. My ego would be like, who are you talking to? Like, yo, what are you tripping? But I would have to listen deeply to what he's saying because he's speaking directly to me because he's connected to me. So when Cipher came about, that was like a dark side. But he's actually one of us to help the people, to help the whole cause, to help me. That's why I created him and named him Cipher. Now, I didn't want to go that route to just delete the vids, right? So what I did was I said, how can I take these videos down? Because it got to the point now where people in the culture was getting in trouble from being in the videos. The videos, they were getting, all the videos I had, probably 80% of them were getting demonetized. Because anything I put up with bikes in there was like, no, not making nothing from it because it had bikes. And that was deflating too, because like imagine putting all your energy into this, keep putting on YouTube, keep putting on YouTube, keep putting on YouTube, and probably a month. Like I think for a good year straight, probably averaging like 250, 150, maybe a max 400 a month from YouTube. So it was like, I'm not doing this for the money at this point. I'm doing this because I truly love it and I see the bigger goal with this. But I gotta move swiftly. And every time I had an idea to do something deep will happen in my life where it just set me back. Like, yo, how you supposed to recover from this? Mind you, I was still trying to heal from the gunshot. And I never gave myself the proper opportunity to do so. I kept going back to bike life, kept going back to filming this to cope over the healing and trauma that I had to deal with personally, right? So fast forward to me ready to delete the videos now. I wanted to delete them, but I was like, you can't do that. This is history. No matter how your hard drives and everything here, you have history here. Figure out how to move in a way where the culture can still see this, they can appreciate it, they also can benefit from it. And so can you and your family. This is when the NFTs came about. Hold on. Here's when the NFTs come up. I wanted to put all the videos on a gated NFT site. Meaning you can only view the videos if you were a part of the community. It will still be online, but you can only view it if you had an NFT. The NFTs, I had I think I had my friend and his tech guys. They helped me generate 1,500 NFTs in like 2 nights. I was gonna put 100 of them up first. 100 NFTs were keys. You was to buy one of them keys. The importance of those keys was the utility. The utility had the NFT gated site with all the videos on there. So when you buy that token, you have pure access to all the videos. And if you was to buy it for like $50, right? And you want to buy 2 more, $50 a piece, $50 a piece. If somebody wanted to get on access to the site, you can sell those NFTs for way more than what you had brought it for. And you would still get a percentage. I would still get a percentage on it. The next person that sold it, you get a percentage, I get a percentage, we all eat together. And I just wanted to move a little bit different that way. And also put the videos on merchandise like the Rob Mikey wristbands, where it's the ROD, and they got the QR code in the wristband. You buy that wristband, it makes it like a physical artifact of the culture at this point. And you had a couple signed by Rob Mikey is making these things, these items, extremely valuable because this is history we captured. And if you took it away from the world, because the world was looking at us in such a way where it's like, yo, we keep getting in trouble for what we do. We love to do this. Like, I got tired of dealing with it. And also, like, learning what was going on behind the scenes on their side. I'm like, we fighting a battle that we're not going to win. What we do win is going to take everything out of me to make this happen. And it was going through so much where I was like, I'm tired of fighting at this point. So I felt like this is the best method. So I took everything down and got the people attention. But I already anticipated every move, every reason, not every reason, but every response that people was giving me. I anticipated it beforehand. And some people that I'm close with, like, was pissed at me. They didn't want to say nothing to me, and it's cool. It's okay. I understood. I had a couple conversations with people in Miami about it. They're from Newark. He know who he is when he see this. But he told me, he was like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was pissed at you. Like, I was heated. And I'm like, it's okay, man. It's all right, because I knew this would come. Like, even in the second video of Lucidity, I put out the video where I'm at the computer and I got like all the comments that's around. Like, I use that as not momentum, but I use that as fuel. And also just content. Like, I thought it was dope. Cause I think the culture started to realize like how important those videos were. Like, in the day, it was just my art. And I voiced that in the videos, Lucidity. Once I dropped Lucidity, matter of fact, before I even get there, I had to delete all of the videos off Instagram too. I took everything down, started from scratch. One of the main things was I took it down from scratch. It took me and my friend like 7 hours to archive 8,800 photos and videos. He convinced me. He was like, you gotta do Instagram too. And I thought that was the right way to do it, because I had to take everything, let y'all know, like, yo, I'm biz. Like, I'm not just a camera guy. I'm seeing the culture in a whole different perspective to really catapult all of us in a whole different way. And I got tired of just being done wrong in certain situations. I was like, you know what? This is the move we gonna take. But they gonna think it's off of bitterness or not feeling appreciated, but it was way deeper than that. I saw the way to grow the culture in a whole different limelight that's never been done before. Even creating some of those NFTs where somebody would buy an NFT or buy a physical digital copy of something you could scan. And I have like bike life retreat somewhere, like go get a whole Airbnb somewhere, have like all the heavy hitters that's been in the game for a while, like me like 5 or 10 of them, and invite some of the new people, invite some of the people that's been like just coming up, and you have like a men's retreat or a bike life retreat there, because there'll be females there too as well, because can't leave you all out. And during that weekend, you would learn about the culture. This is where the older generation could pass down different things to help the new generation get further in life. These are all ideas I had. Was a couple. I had so many. That's a whole different video itself. But my mind, my heart, my spirit has always been around bike life because of the things I've seen, the things I experienced, things I'm aware of. It's just been in my spirit to be around it. So when I made the Lucidity videos, I said, you know what, we can talk about what's going on, but let's give them a live movie. And then as you're going through these movies, you release the videos in the story form. So that's what I tried. And it's crazy because the Lucidity film was actually written. I wrote that maybe 2 years prior to actually dropping on YouTube. But the one I written is basically my documentary on bike life and how vividly clear I started to see things and understand things. As I was going through life, I started to understand like what my purpose was in this culture. I started to understand my purpose of what to do and how to move. Lucidity means clarity. But when I wrote this down, and you can see it even in Lucidity, you can see like in the beginning when he took me to like certain places, things were like still blurry. I couldn't really move and understand what was going on. When I wrote Lucidity down, when I first got into the culture, I thought I was clear what I wanted to see, but I was still somewhat, my vision was blurred on why I was so connected to it and why I felt I needed to be here and document things in a certain way. So I wrote everything down. It took me all the way down to B Street in Philly, seeing Prince, Rel, Mont. Then I take him to Chester, then take him back to Rob Mikey's. As I'm going through this, I'll be releasing those videos during that time. Even though during this time, I think by the first drop of Lucidity, that's when I had got divorced, and I was like, I had left out the house. I think I was homeless for like a month. But I was, thank God my guy Jay Nasty, I basically took all my equipment. I just worked up there in the studio. I had a shop. I would work up there basically like a month or 2 months I was there. And I felt like, I was like the happy I was just creating those videos while I was going through turmoil in life. Dog. So while I was putting these, like working these videos and trying to show you guys what was going on, like I even said it in one of the vids, like, are you mad at them? Or you mad at this situation because this situation cost you your family? Are you chasing this dream for so long? Like, what's going on? Then I will have Cipher, like basically, like I got the videos, I deleted them, but I'll release them back to you if you take a trip with me. And that trip was basically me going into like a whole different realm of life, or a whole different world. And he was going to show me like, all right, this is what you were here for. This is what you've been through. This is why your vision's blurry. You got to move in this way. And I was teaching you guys and showing you guys through each Lucidity video. But it was taking so much energy out of me to produce those. I was doing the color grading, shooting it, writing it, editing, sound design, while still trying to figure out how my life gonna run in this next couple weeks. But I kept it moving, and the only reason I stopped because I got too emotional. Not too emotional. I was really empathetic about one situation. that had happened. Hold up. And the reason I stopped, still going through stuff, trying to figure out what I was going to do with life itself, you know. But someone had put a message out because she was highly upset that I took down one of her favorite videos, and she said some things that was extremely disrespectful. So I had to be calm in the situation to figure out how to handle things. And then what I wanted to do, I started doing it. And I told her I was going to talk about it too. But that process was really, at that time, that's when I was like pouring from a cup that was empty. Like I was like bone dry at this point. So you know what, let me just put out other videos. Let me just try. Let's go. You got to move. So I started moving, start trying different things, and at the time I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just take too long. It's taking too much energy out of me. If I decide to bring the videos back, I'll bring them back when the time is right. But right now, I'm gonna just do this. Whatever I fall into, however the wind blows me, that's the way I'm gonna go. So, yeah, I'm gonna come back to this one. It's a lot more to this, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, I kind of lost track a little bit, but I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's a lot more to it. And that's basically the main reason why I deleted them. They still there, but now it's just time to create more, release these vids, and let's show the world like what bike life is. And it's more than just bike life. Like I always say, bikes are there, but these vids mean a lot to a lot of people. I didn't realize that until I actually started to talk to more people, understand people's perspective more. So it doesn't feel right to like hold it out. So I released the vids with certain timing. I gotta build the whole page back up because I've been going for a while. I said I lost the spark to stay vibrant for a while. But your boy is back. You know what I mean? But that's it for today, man. I'm gonna talk more on Cipher soon. Peace and love to y'all.